All right, so you've added up all your variable costs. Great. Now we have the tracking system in place, fixed cost, variable costs. But those are all taking into account monthly expenses. What we need to take into account, and what is completely paramount in having any financial success, is taking into account periodic and yearly expenses. The ones that only happen every so often and on occasion. So we're going to figure out the importance of those right now. So now we've taken the whole entire year of financial behavior, financial expenses, and consolidated down into 3 different bits: variable costs, fixed costs, and periodic expenses. If you have all 3 of those into your budget, into your yearly plan of finances, you are going to be far more prepared for when things happen. And preparation is truly the key and truly the catalyst to having success in personal finance. These irregular, periodic, and yearly expenses include holidays, birthdays, car registration, vacations, all these things that we know are going to come up, but for some reason or another, we don't add them into our month-to-month budget because it only takes into account the month-to-month expenses. But as you know as well as I, these things are going to happen whether I like it or not. The Department of Motor Vehicles is going to make you pay your car registration. Let's use that for an easy example. Let's say once per year, your car registration is due and it costs $240. $240 divided by 12 months is $20. Easy math there. That $20 is now going to be siphoned into a savings account each month, so when the car registration comes due, you are already prepared for it in a proactive fashion. You transfer from savings into checking and pay it off. Pay for these expenses through the savings account as opposed to scrambling or using a credit card and paying high interest rates. The reason that's done is because when you begin to be proactive, it begins giving you the decision, choice, and control over where the money is going, because now you already have a specific idea with the tracking where it's going, and now you're able to specifically know where it's going, and you can then have control over where it's going because now you're aware of it, you have that control. So all these periodic and yearly expenses are super important, super simple. Take the amount, take a calendar, go to the dollar store, buy a calendar, write down every single event that's going to happen. Figure out that total amount, let's say it's $1,200. Divide that by 12, that's $100. Super easy. That is now going to go into your irregular expense savings account until those expenses are coming up, and now you're going to use that savings account to provide funds for these expenses as opposed to any scrambling whatsoever. So that is day 4. We have 1 day left. You guys excited? Keep it up. All these things may not be fun, and they're not really fun, I'll be honest with you, but you're going to create this discipline of personal finance, which you are going to give yourself a big hug in the future. Do what you need to do for your future self. Delay gratification as opposed to needing it instantly. If you can learn how to delay gratification in personal finance, you are going to be a far more well-off financially, and you'll be able to accomplish your goals financially in a faster and more efficient way doing the things that we've talked about so far. So day 5 is on the horizon. We're going to talk about automation and how automation is going to make your life so much easier, and you're going to spend so little time on finances.